Hi there. In this video, we are going to talk about Newton's third law of motion. So let's begin. According to Newton's third law of motion, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. In other words, we can say that if one body is exerting a force on the second body, then the second body will also exert the same force but in opposite direction on the first body, which simply means that the forces will be equal but they will be opposite in nature. Now, in order to explain this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to consider an example. Now let's consider an example. So the example is, I have a picture right here where you can see that a physics book is placed on a table. So let's consider that the book is my object 1 and this table is my object 2. So basically, when two bodies are in interaction, there is a force. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to consider that force F12, which is basically force exerted on object 1 by object 2. So basically, the force experienced by book due to the table is F12. In the same way, F21 is equal to force exerted on object 2 by object 1, or we can say that the force experienced by the table due to the book. So basically what's happening, a book is applying a force F21 to the table, and at the same time this table is also applying a force F12 on the book. As we can see, these two forces are vertical in nature and they are opposite to each other. So according to Newton's third law of motion, we have F12 is equal to negative of F21, or in other words, we can say that force exerted on object 1 by object 2 is equal to the negative of force exerted on object 2 by object 1. And this is all about Newton's third law of motion.